Hey guys, Dancy2, welcome to...
Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah, they may call it Fire Emblem Heroes, but we all know what it really is. It's Fire Emblem Gotcha, or Fire Emblem Waifu, or Fire Emblem Husbando, whatever you want to call it. Don't resume. Yeah, sure, delete it. Anyway, I haven't made a video in like a month. So I figured I would take some time and show you guys what my life has been for the past couple weeks, or more accurately, past couple days, because this just came out. But yeah, we got your standard affair, your gotcha design. You all know what Fire Emblem is. This thing hasn't blown up like Pokemon Go did, but it's blown up pretty decently. And I don't know, I like it. I really like it. I feel like when everybody saw the maps, they were all super concerned. I'm super concerned with these loading times. What the actual fuck is the deal with this shit? But yeah, the maps are really small, but the gameplay is built around it, so it works pretty well. It's a very nice introduction to Fire Emblem, I would say. You're gonna get a little snippet of every single story, and the overarching story is nothing to write home about. I could pretty much summarize it in about two sentences, which is, there's this emo chick who's making people fight, and she's trying to take over the world because she's emo. Done. That's about it. Why are you taking forever to load? Come on now. You know what? If it didn't actually delete my bookmark data, we might just jump back into where I was. This game is not technically perfect. It has a lot of control issues, I would call it. But that's primarily because of the phone interface. I'm not too super excited about the whole phone thing. I finally got a 5-star. Crom is my first 5-star finally. I was told he wasn't very good, but he's kicking a lot of ass for me. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But right now, I've basically got 3 teams right now. This team is kind of a ramshackle team because I want to put Obro in my first team. I want to swap out this girl, the first girl that you get, because while she's a decent Lancer, I think Obro is just better in general. Where is she at? She's at the bottom, isn't she? Yep. So, like, let's just compare and contrast. So, like, 23 attack. And once again, this is like a 10 level difference as well. So yeah, and just looking at her abilities, she's a whole lot better. Once again, interface is not perfect. The Heavy Spear is nice because unlike the Brave Axe, it's just a straight upgrade, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, she gets rally defense instead of rally attack. But she also gets She gets defense and resistance debuffs, which is really cool in my opinion. She's a massive debuffer, which I really like as a concept. And then I've got Henry over here, who is kind of my just ridiculous character, because he attacks with ravens. He has Ingus for some reason. I don't know why. I honestly don't. Play Game has Robin. You might see him run up the bottom of the screen when we go back to the home at some point. But he has Robin at 5-star. Robin does not have Ingus. Henry has Ingus. I don't know why. There's no physical way for Henry to get Ingus in Awakening, but we'll just roll with it. I mean, Crom stole Aether from Ike, so I guess Henry could steal Ingus from Robin. It's all cool. Just shit we do. But yeah, Defiant Defender has saved my ass more times than I can count, so that's kind of stupid. So yeah, let's put them back to where they belong. And then this guy. This dude, Brast. He's apparently from the first Fire Emblem. He's actually pretty awesome. He buffs attack. And his stats are just really good. Just look at those stats, like solid 20s across the board except for his defenses. And even then, his defenses aren't terrible. His resistance is horrible. But he's just like a super crazy attacker. Which is hilarious because he actually gets the Brave Axe, and Brave Axe drops your speed by like 5 at least. And for those who don't know, speed in this game, because in this game you're basically playing by Advanced Wars rules, all your attacks hit, so accuracy isn't a thing, so speed basically just dictates whether or not you're going to get a double attack. So, him having a 21 speed basically makes the Brave Axe irrelevant unless he needs to kill something without getting a counterattack, which I guess the Brave Axe will do okay in that case, but the problem is, like I said, the Brave Axe will drop your attack damage, so for DPS purposes, it's better for him just to take the Iron Axe, at least right now, until I can get him the 5-star, and then I can get the Brave Axe Plus, which will not drop his attack. And then I've got my healer over here. I am seriously trying to find a good healer.
You must be grateful.
Martyr has some uses, because healers actually make pretty good tanks, oddly enough. They just need someone else to be taking damage with them, because they can't heal themselves directly. They heal by healing other people, most times. And I need to see... You have a lot of skill points. But I think I'm waiting so I can get Martyr, because I think Martyr's with 201. And then over here we have the waifu crew. We have the tiniest mage, Nino. She is super adorable. Unfortunately, she has the defenses of a fucking paper bag. But she has buffs and other such things. It's pretty awesome. I need to get her some of those resistance boosts. Unfortunately, most of the people in this team are only 3-star, which kind of sucks. We got Shauna, who I have no idea where she's from. But she's also got a couple debuffs on her, which is pretty awesome. Haven't picked up too much for her yet. But the Killer Lance combined with Iceberg seems pretty awesome. But once again, I would have to rank her up in order to get that, and that's just going to take a while. We got Stall, who I'm thinking, like, despite how good Stall is... I'm thinking about replacing him with, Crom. So where is he at? He is... Oh, he's up at the top, duh. So yeah, Crom's damage is just ridiculous. And Crom isn't anywhere near as high of a level. But that's, once again, that's because Crom is 5-star compared to a 3-star. And yeah, he'll have better defenses by the time he gets up there too. So yeah, I'm thinking about just hard swapping Crom out. But for right now, we're sticking with the training team because they need to go for the ropes. And Gunter is just kind of crazy. He has this passive ability. Actually, I don't think it's passive. I think it's activatable. Harsh Command converts penalties on target into bonuses. He just yells at you so hard that all of your debuffs turn into buffs. It's kind of awesome. And he also gets all these. Yeah, Home Cavalry is also pretty good. Once again, 3-star, can't use it. Kind of sucks. And this guy is probably the best healer I've found because he can actually heal more than 7 damage per turn. Actually, I don't know if he can. I thought he could. I need to pick up Assault for him, just so he can attack. Let's go do that. Get this man a fucking offensive move, for Christ's sake. You're awesome, man. But yeah, no, like, my one complaint is, like, late game, healers seem to be a little bit underpowered. And Cavalry seems to be a little bit, well, not Cavalry, Pegasi seem to be a little bit overpowered, because unless, like, Archers in this game basically exist only to take on Pegasi. Like, they don't really serve any other purpose, which kind of sucks. Crom on that list? Crom is not on that list. Fucking Lucina stealing his spotlight, as always, just like in Smash. But yeah, let's go in here, see what we can find. Oh man, all them Marfs and Grill Marfs. Or male Lucinas, if you prefer. I don't know why, the first time I heard male Lucina, it fucking wrecked me. I just laughed my ass off.
Do my best.
Well, this is a farm crew if I ever saw one.
Let's go.
But yeah, as soon as I get these guys up to 20, I'll get them in their proper roles, and probably whoever they replace will obviously go into this third team. Fuck him up, Gunfer.
Ready.
No. This stupid recorder thing, go away. I mean, at least I found a way to record phone games, even if I sound horrible in it because I'm using the fucking phone mic. Because I can't actually record system audio, apparently. Oh, you don't even have Falchion, do you? If you can get Falchion, period. People getting hurt. This is bad times.
Okay.
Alright, take out Marth.
Yes.
Crom will come in here.
May my healing help.
It's not gonna help enough. He's gonna get wrecked by Lucina, I can tell right now. Which sucks, because that's just XP that I don't get. Oh yeah, he's gonna get destroyed by Lucina.
Let's go.
Fucking level 1 team my ass.
Well, glad to help. Do my best.
Alright, Crom, you're just gonna solo these guys.
Yes. Ready. Yes.
Oh yeah, he can take her easy. Even with Weapon Triangle disadvantage. Which, yeah, Weapon Triangle, they don't really explain it very well in this game.
Okay. Glad to help.
But yeah, it's basically Pokemon. Fire beats grass, grass beats water, and water beats fire. It doesn't matter what kind of weapon it is, all it matters is the color behind it. And I have to say that because tomes are now part of Weapon Triangle and are affected by their respective colors. Which kind of sucks because Pegasus Knights just basically get to say, yeah, I'm going to ignore the entire tome part of the Weapon Triangle, which is kind of bullshit.
Do my best.
To be fair, armored units can say that to the physical part of the Weapon Triangle, but even then, like, they don't completely ignore it. They're not as powerful as the Pegasus Knights in terms of resistance.
Here to do what I can.
Or, like, their defense isn't as good as Pegasus resistance. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Please don't have Ether.
I will never give up.
Oh, I lived somehow. Also, a lot of the voice actors are different, and it bothers me.
Here to do what I can.
And a lot of the quotes are different as well.
Ready. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna wait on that turn so we don't take double damage. Although now we're definitely gonna be able to just end her.
May my healing help. Okay.
Stab! Stab you good. I don't even want to know what I was fighting there. It'll probably make me sad that it took me that hard. And I guess that's really about it. I can't really go over much more. I mean, I could go through the entire story campaign, which I might, but like I said, I could summarize it in about 2 sentences. Just, there's this emo chick who wants to take over all the worlds because she's emo, and you gotta stop her. That's about it. I mean, it does some interesting things. Oh, god damn it. Turn the title screen. I mean, it does some interesting things as far as, like, the continuity of Fire Emblem, because it gives, like... It gives a purpose to the Outrealm, or a explanation to the Outrealms, finally, as far as, like, why they exist and how portals to them exist. But that's all explained within the first 5 minutes. So, aside from that, there's really not much of a point to it. Where's my... Oh, probably on the other one. I'll take colorless crystals. What? Oh, I just have to do more, I guess. Wait, I've cleared 2-1 on hard. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, I see now. 3 or fewer with Alphonse. Alphonse sucks. Oh, 5th round with the training tower. I might be able to do that. Level 20 or higher green type. I could do that. Okay, but... Before we do any of that crap, I do want to make one complaint. One very, very important complaint that has angered me this entire time, ever since I saw the poll list. And that is the fact that I can't get my waifus. Because there's no Beast Stone users in this game. There are no beasts in this game at all. And what pisses me off even more is there are not only no beast users, but the majority of the dragons that exist are in this game. And they take up the entirety of the weapon triangle. So it's not just like, oh, dragons are one element of the weapon triangle. It's going to be like beast and something else later on. No, all, like, Faye is green, Tiki is red, and Noe and I think Corrin are blue. The only 2 dragons that don't exist right now are Na and your kid in Revelations. I think her name is, I don't remember what her name is, actually. So, but those are the only 2 who don't exist, and I would figure they would fall in line with their parents, obviously. But the point is that there's no Beast Stone users. Now, part of this, the most likely reason for this is because, and I heard this because I didn't realize that the Switch was going to have GameCube emulation. I thought they were just going to straight remake the Radiant series. But a lot of people have pointed out that it's more likely that they're going to re-release them on the Switch Virtual Console. And if that's the case, then it makes sense for them not to have Beast Stones in yet, because they're probably going to drop them all at once as colorless, and due to the fact that they play such an important role in the Radiant series. And if that's the case, then I can wait. I can wait to get my beasts and completely demolish this game with bunnies and kitties and maybe birds, but you're probably going to have to find a way to balance the birds, because casually dancing 4 people at once would probably be a little bit broken. But either way, that's my one complaint so far, is I don't have beasts yet. And I love my Beast Stone users, they're great. Like, there's nothing more cathartic than beating the shit out of beating the shit out of people with giant Monty Python rabbits. But I can wait. As long as they come and you don't just leave them on the sidelines. I'm watching you, Nintendo. I'm watching you. Anyway, this has been Fire Emblem Heroes. Maybe I make some more episodes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this turns out at all good. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. See you guys when I see you. Probably for either more of this or one shot, because I'm kind of out of ideas. But, well, for right now at least. I don't know. I need there's a lot of things I could go over here. I feel like just the quality of Let's Playing in general, not only for my channel, but just across the board, has kind of dropped. And as a result, I don't want to do another game unless I really know what I'm doing. I want to make an actual Let's Play, not just, hey, let's turn on the camera and react to what's happening, because that's getting boring even for me. Like, I was having a good amount of time with blind LPs, but I think I have a much better time when I know what I'm doing and I can go over a game comprehensively. And the last game I really did that with was either Reciteer or Pokemon. And even Pokemon, I didn't feel that fantastic about. It was just kind of a thing that happened where it's like, okay, who doesn't? Raise your hand if you don't know how to destroy the living shit out of Pokemon Red. And then no one raised their hand because everybody knows, because it's so ingrained in our consciousness now. Like, everybody knows how to destroy Red. So, while it was definitely a thing I could do, was it a thing I needed to do? Not really. And I don't know, maybe that's just the climate change. It's like, people aren't watching these videos as guides necessarily anymore, they're just watching them for reactions, but I hate reaction compilations. I really feel like it's kind of boring. It's just like, okay, you're reacting to this, woohoo! I could just ask you what you think about it, or you could just post that in text, or talk about it in a more comprehensive way. And it's a really cheap way to make videos, but I'm rambling now, quite obviously. But I had to get that off my chest a little bit. That's why I haven't made a lot of videos. Because I want to find something that I know, that I could do a really big video on, or big series on. Not even a big series, just a series that goes over things about a game. And I don't know, I haven't had time to, like, test run games like I used to. And as a result, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. No, I should also clarify, my videos aren't going anywhere. I'm not taking them down. I've always said I want these videos to be up for whoever needs help with whatever game I've done, and I'm going to keep it that way. But, and I'm not saying I'm quitting either, not by a long shot. I just need to find something that I feel passionate about again, which I just haven't in a long time. Either way, see you guys next time. I apologize for my ramblings. Okay, so it's been actually quite a considerable amount of time, if you can't tell by my new characters that have appeared. It's been about a week or two. I got Tiki, who's adorable. And she's actually even more adorable because she's 5-star. If I could bring her up.
I had another bad dream last night.
Aww. Sorry. She always says that. Whatever. I also got Elise, who is apparently a really good healer, which synergizes amazingly with Tiki, who is a really good tank. She can actually heal more than 7 HP. She can heal 15. It's great. I still think healers are really underpowered in endgame, because you just, like, when your max HP is 60, even healing 15 is like putting a fucking band-aid on it. It's really not that great, but she makes up for it because she can also attack buff, so that's also fantastic. And then I've got Shauna over here, who I think is actually kind of a sleeper hit. If I could bring her up. Nino hasn't changed any, and apparently I'm not the only one who's kind of obsessed with Nino. Apparently she's a meme, which is great. But yeah, between Iceberg and Killer Lance, she has a 2-turn special charge. That her special is ignore 50% of the enemy's defense, which is kind of awesome. So yeah, that's my new core team. Working on getting out to level 40. Kind of sad that you don't get the level 40 cutscene unless the character is actually gold, or a 5-star. So Shauna, I didn't get her cutscene for. I only got the cutscene for Nino. Or not Nino. Tiki. Tiki is super adorable, but I would like to see all my girls, because apparently I have also assembled a team of super adorable females. But in this game where everything is super adorable, you can't really complain. But I kind of wanted to end this video on less of a downer note than what I did previously, which is why I held off on releasing this video. And I'm glad I did, because We go down here and hidden in-game news, like, that's not even on the freaking menu, and I don't think it even, like, showed on an update. Actually, the best news ever. After-release period will be extended. The training tower will remain at half stamina cost indefinitely, which is great, because I feel like the stamina cost it is currently, which is supposedly the half of what it was originally going to be, is a really good point for it to be at. And equipping skills will remain at 0, which is just even better, because holy crap. That would have been annoying every time you got a skill. I still think they need to find a use for your excess SP, because if we go back to, like, let's just look at Tiki as an example, even though I think Elise is worse. Like, let's just look at Tiki. 191 SP. She has all of her abilities she will ever get. She's a level 4, or, sorry, a level 5. She'll never use that SP. I wish there was something you could do with it. Maybe, like, convert it into experience after you max out your abilities. That wouldn't really help her, but it would really help Elise. Look at that, 423, and she has all the abilities she will ever get. Okay, I own her modifier for her attack. I just don't use it, because I feel like Assault is generally better, because you lose, like, over half your damage when you, for just a minor debuff. And I think her debuff isn't even all that good, which now I have to know what her debuff is. Okay, she has Gravity. Gravity is okay, but it's really situational. Because the problem is, you still have to be close enough to... Oh, it's only 6, okay. I thought it went down to 4. I think some of them go down to 4. But, the problem with Gravity, I find, is you have to be close enough to actually hit them with Gravity, which means you're within one space, which means they can still very easily smack your ass the next turn. Unless you do what I do and have Nino use Drawback. And then just pull the person out of there, which is hilarious to just kite around heavy armored one movement space characters. It's hilarious to do, and I've done it way too much with Elise. It's really why I think, like, unless you're running Hector, armored characters just aren't good. Like, if healers are underpowered, armored characters, I would say they're appropriately powered, because you need that movement ability, otherwise they will just bop you the next turn. But, whatever, I'm stalling. Because of all these great changes, I'm actually going to pop a full summon. I was actually holding off on all of my orbs until some kind of Beast Stone user got added into the game, but due to the fact that I actually want, this character, the one in the purple-haired one, she's a Green Tome user like Nino, but I think she has a little bit better stats and definitely has some better abilities and equipment than Nino does. Nino will always be number 1 in my heart, but I need someone that's a little bit more powerful on my team. Aside from that, I don't really like anyone else. Apparently, Erica is pretty decent, but she's a red sword user, and, well, obviously, swords are always red, but she's just a sword user. There's a ton of sword users. I already have Crom. She's probably better than Crom, but all the same. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to summon and pray that the RNG doesn't screw me. Don't screw me. I've only got one chance at what I want, but we've also got 2 chances at Takumi, technically, so I think we're going to go for it. Interesting note, there's a yellow there, but I don't know if that's supposed to just be white. I know it's just all the orbs in the Fire Emblem. There's Gaius, 3-star. I've actually been working on a 4-star Gaius, so this is almost completely useless to me. That's just straight into the meat grinder, or feather duster, I guess as people call it now. So yeah, I will actually probably be dropping some money on this game because they've done a really good job at supporting it. There's Shockwave, that means 4-star or higher. Oh boy, Jacob. Another member of the Corrin fan club. I don't like Corrin. I really don't. He's a giant dead weight on Fates. Like, Fates would have actually been really good and semi-redeemable. Or maybe not really good, but at least, you know, it would have had, like, a leg to stand on. In my opinion, at least. If you had just taken out Corrin and the entire, like, Third Kingdom, and just focused on the conflict between Hoshido and Noor, not this crazy bullshit. You could have still done 2 games. You could have done one where you play as Ryoma and one where you play as Xander, but no, we had to force in the Avatar completely unnecessarily. Like, you still could have had the Avatar and just had him, like, or not even just, like, had you be a tactician again and had you just choose the side. Like, that's all the tacticians ever were, and it really... Not to mention the fact that Corrin is a completely terrible character, in my opinion. Frickin' Mary Sue. Oh man, it's Shockwave City up in here. Oh! Effie! 5-star Effie, holy crap, that's good. That's my first, I think that's my first, no, I have a Drog. I was gonna say, I think that's my first heavy armor unit. I was just talking about how they're kind of underpowered, too. But yeah, I will definitely use Effie. I don't know where I'm gonna use her, but I'll find a spot on some team. I'm obviously saving green for last, because it has 2 characters that I want, which is Hector and... God, I can never remember that one girl's name. But that's a 3-star. Oh, older Tiki! Tiki grew up! And demoted horribly. Yeah, older Tiki's apparently, like, if young Tiki is a tank, older Tiki is an attacker, from what I understand. But yeah, I've gotten 3 characters I don't have already. Speaking of which.
You leave the heavy stuff to me.
Alright!
Now for you, friend. 1, 2, 3. Always training, always counting.
Girl lifts. And does math, apparently. Hi, older Tiki.
Sleepy.
Don't fall asleep on me.
Powers such as ours can be used for good or ill.
Alright. Yeah, young Tiki has a habit of falling asleep on the battlefield. Luckily, it does not affect gameplay. It is just adorable. Oh, Shockwave! We're in business. Ah, Faye! It's Dragon O'Clock! That's Dee Dee? The hell does that mean? Oh. Oh, it's an abbreviation. That's adorable. Oh, that was a good summon.
I'm good at hide and seek.
Well, you survived to be the last Divine Dragon, I would assume so.
La, 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 la. Ooh, a butterfly.
Oh, God, what have I got myself into? I'll tell you what I've got. I've got a new team here with Tiki, Faye, and Effie. That's what I got. Later. Definitely later. I always click later. One of these times I'm actually going to do it. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to end this video on a much better note, and I say I succeeded in that. Oh, that's good. Now, what team has some open spots? My training team currently. Okay, I think I'm gonna put on number 5. You go away. But yeah, I will see you guys at some point. I don't know when. Actually, I could start over and just take these guys through the campaign, but they would get, like, no experience is the problem, because you get so much less experience going through the campaign on a second run. Which is why having Training Tower cost is really good. Because once again, not only that, but I just feel like Training Tower was at a really good spot where it was. Also, Olivia is Sadness. I don't think she gets Dance till 4-star. So, like, if you roll 3-star Olivia, you might as well just grind her. I still have mine just because I want to mark her as, you know, having gotten. I guess we'll keep Mr. Clean. I don't have any other healers, really. And I don't know how Faye operates, but obviously with Effie, I'm gonna need some heal support. But yeah, I will see you guys when I see you.